So we got YouTube. They're going to ask you for permission, I think, to record. And we're just going to go live here on TikTok. Go live. And when this goes live. So we got YouTube. They're going to ask you for permission, I think, to. There we go. All right. So YouTube is live. I can see you guys. And we just don't have Mary. Hi, TikTok. Nobody's come in yet, but there's a process. Got it. Live streaming. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Hey, Mary.
Hello, hello, and hello, Ryan and Katrina.
Did we
Hello,
just...
long time no see.
That's right.
Like
You're looking pretty good in spite of all the hectism.
Yes, yep. Lots of big sunburn on the back.
Redhead disease. I have that too. All right.
Just to warn everybody, in case you hear weird noises, the city has decided to work on my street this week. I'm also slightly, how do you call it, sleep deprived. 6 o'clock in the morning is not a good time to get up.
No.
Ooh, that's not fun. Well,
No.
we had a bit of excitement in front of our place last night. Apparently a young lady on a bicycle got whacked by a car. Very lucky. She only had her shoulder dislocated. Yeah. But
That's not
quite a
so
mess
good.
on the street out front of my place though. But that's a dangerous corner if you ask me. Hello, Hannah. All right. So we really have amazingly got nobody on TikTok today except for Hannah here. Hi, Hannah. And Hannah, you're going to hear some out of body voices. These are the Tarot Phenoms in the Zoom room. And everybody's welcome to join Tarot Phenoms. It is free for these sessions. Lunch and learn. We sit around. We all read cards for each other and you guys to practice our knowledge and understanding and relationships with the cards, and also to create friendships and relationships in tarot, because Mary and I live in the middle of, pardon the expression.
And I do believe so does Katrina, right?
Yes, I do.
She's one of our neighbors.
Tomorrow.
There you
That
go.
sounds fantastic. Let's
Right.
hope it doesn't rain.
Ryan, who's also in our group, is isolated because he's a stay-at-home Mr. Mom, right? Is that my understanding of your situation there, Ryan?
I am a professional home engineer.
Fantastic. I love that.
Perfect name. Respect for the perfect name. So
love it.
And Tina,
yes.
Tina, be proud of me. I graduated to the Marseille.
That takes serious balls, my friend, because that is
well
complicated deck.
Enjoy, because we're going to learn from you then.
Yeah,
different perspectives.
There is a group on Facebook that I belong to that expressly studies the Marseille, and it is hosted by the world's expert, and I'm stalling because I can't remember his damn name.
It'll come to you later, Tina.
He's got a Spanish name. I heard him speak at what do you call it? Reader's Digest in New York City. A Reader's Studio. Reader's Digest. My age. Does that even exist anymore, you guys?
Yes, it does.
Oh, does it?
Does it still exist?
Yeah.
Oh my God. My
Reader's Digest exists, but I don't know if it's in print existing. It does exist online. It exists in a few other places, but I have not seen it. In a store.
I haven't seen it either. So I'm gonna.
But then
I've been following Vincent Petici on YouTube. He almost exclusively uses the Marseille, and he has a really streamlined kind of simple approach. Vincent Petici, Pitisci.
I don't
He's out
think
of the
I know
Chicago area. He sounds, when you see him speak, it's hard to take him seriously at first because he legitimately sounds like a city mob boss.
That's even more fun.
So cool.
And hearing him talk about energies and all that and city mob boss tone is really
that's a lot of fun, actually.
Sure. Easy. My friends are gonna love that question. And Bianca. All right. So we got 3 victims in the sitting room today, you guys, that we can read for. Katrina's on the road, so I think she's going to be reading in her head. Is that right?
Yeah, I'll read in my head.
That
Excellent.
sounds like a plan.
Excellent. I love doing that when I'm out. I need energy, and I will allow my body to throw a card into my brain space and kind of go, okay,
Mhm.
and then feed off of whatever that energy is. So sometimes that this is a good exercise. So if you can't bring your own cards into the space, but you know or have an idea what the card looks like inside your head, you can practice reading with us while you're ootin' a boot. Right?
Oh, what I also like to do when I'm traveling is look at the world around me and see the card that it is. Like you'll be surprised how many things you see all of a sudden it becomes one of the cards, right? Because it can look like two of something or five, or all of a sudden you see a lantern. Well, that's the hermit type of thing.
Oh, that's a cool, like almost like
Scavenger hunt.
yeah, that's cool.
That's
Oh,
cool.
that's fun.
Yeah.
All right. So Bianca didn't give us a question, but we're going to do her first because she's one of my regular moderators. And I believe that I erased all of my moderators previously. So I'm going to give Bianca my moderator status back because I need a moderator. And
Oh, okay. I can't do screen sharing, Tina,
oh, why not?
because you apparently don't allow it.
I don't allow it. How rude of me. Well, let's fix that.
Well, I was going to show the week's deck if you want, or at least the name of it and whatever.
One, advanced sharing options. All right, you can now share.
Thank you.
You should be able to, at least.
Yes, now I can
There you
share.
go. All right, so Mary's going to share a visual with us, you guys.
Okay. This is the deck I'm going to play with today. It's called Mucha.
Oh,
because
nice.
And it's interesting artwork. So I figured, you know what? We need something slightly different.
All right, so I'm going to just reverse the camera so our TikTok people can see the deck that you're working with. You got to teach us how to do this, Mary, so that we can also share our decks for folks.
Well, the
Great.
easiest way to do that is to actually have a second webcam or a second camera, either on a tripod.
This is the deck that Mary's working with. All right.
Okay.
Ooh,
How do you call it? Either a tripod, or in my case, I actually have a little machine that scans books and whatever. So it's good for that too.
Oh,
So-
cool. All right. So that's the deck that you're working with.
Yep.
You got gorgeous. Death Like Candy says it's gorgeous. Who
Yep.
painted this?
Yeah.
This is
So
beautiful.
I'm
seen-
going to.
I think I
I'm
saw
going-
this deck before.
I'm pretty sure you did.
All
At
right.
least in my house.
All
Last
right.
time you came, which was once.
All right. So we're gonna have some fun with the cards here. Who just came in? I don't have a name. Oh, hi, Joe. Welcome back. You're on mute, honey. All right. So we are going to
Hello.
start with Hannah with our cards. For those of you who are new, either in TikTok or here in the Zoom room, I don't think anybody's. What we do is we have half a baker's dozen of us in the Zoom room. And what we are going to do is pull our tarot cards as a group and work with each other to tell you what they all say. So we get sort of funky. And then we're going to, when we finish reading all for each other and we're going to make I guess, a concession.
A summary.
Reading. A summary, yeah. Yeah, a summary. So Hannah is going to be our first victim. And I got lots of people coming in this morning asking for readings, so this should be fun. Hannah wants to know if, well, she's asked to when, and I don't do timings. I don't know if you guys do timings, but she wants to know when her soulmate is going to come up. And I chose that because I wanted to make the comment that when somebody asks me a question that I don't like reading the answer for, which is like a when, because my cards give me soon, later, you asked me that yesterday as responses kind of thing, right? So I don't get timings with my cards. So I always tell the sitter, I'm really bad at getting a timing. I can do it with a Lenormand, easy.
Yeah, Lenormand lends itself to it.
Right. So what I do is instead is I'll say, I can ask what the energies are required to make that happen within the time frame. Or I can ask, is this ever going to happen? And if I ask, is this ever going to happen? It might not happen for 60 years, but I still get a yes. You catch the energies here, right? So you got to be really super. I like to be super cautious about the question and the framing of it that I'm giving to the energy, because I really want the energy to give my sitter a response that's going to give them benefit rather than just a simple, yeah, you know. Yeah,
I always think of the timing issue more as like you said, but in response to how, like what you're doing about it.
Yeah.
Like, is now the time to look for it? Do you need to take some more time and search yourself more? It's more so like, when do you act on it rather than when is something going to happen to you?
A Lenormand technique for timing is to actually put it into the question. So for instance, will this happen in 6 months, or will this happen in a month, or that kind of thing? But
you start far out and you go until you start getting a no.
Yeah, you can do it that way if you want to. Lenormand also has timing set up in the Grand Tableau. So that is another technique too. You can use that kind of technique in tarot. Who talks about timing? I think Mary Greer talks about
Mary
timing.
Greer does timing. I know that.
Yeah.
Rachel Pollack, by the way, you guys, I don't know if you guys know Rachel Pollack. She's a personal friend of mine. She's not doing so well health-wise.
No, I know.
You guys are praying kind of people, or Reiki kind of people, or any kind of people, send her loving, healing thoughts. And if she's finally going to pass on us, may her passing be peaceful. But I hope she gets through this one. Yeah, she's been sick for a long while and battling it, and she's a really strong, powerful person. But
before she if you talk to her in the near future, please tell her that her 78 Degrees of Wisdom book was the first tarot book that I read, and it had a really massive impact on my outlook. So if you could pass that message to her, that would be fantastic.
Well, I will tell you the benefit. Send that out to the universe. Her spirit will hear it.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
I have, I've been doing this a very, very long time. I've been friends with Rachel since we met on the Purple Pages so many years ago. And she literally is a goddess when it comes to knowing and understanding the details and complications within those cards, and really bringing it down to a very simple, very easy delivery. I find Mary is good at that too, but Mary
more cerebral.
Yeah, Mary is way more cerebral. She likes.
Whereas Rachel is a storyteller. She writes fantastic fiction, and as a result, can explain things in a different format.
Yeah.
Whereas Mary Greer is a scholar, and sometimes goes the scholarly route, which is good, but it can be a little bit hard on consumption occasionally.
Okay, so for Hannah and her soulmate, how do we want to phrase this? We want to say, what are the energies that you need to embrace to allow the soulmate the space he needs to come into your space?
Yeah. And should it be a he?
Oh, they. We're going to do
right.
genderless, always genderless, guys. The cards can decide the energy of the human being involved.
And the reality is, soulmates do not necessarily mean love partners.
Yeah, that's true too.
So, you meet people that you need to work through or with, and they are your soulmates. They are not necessarily your lovers.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And this is part of the issue I have with the actual term. What do you mean by soulmate? I know what most people mean, but the reality is there's a big difference. What you say it is and what the universe says it is are not the same.
This is true. So I tend to go by the basis that when I'm asking the question soulmate, I let the universe go on the basis of the sitter's idea of soulmate. And I don't even want to play with that. So it's way too complicated. Hi to everybody. ZZ, I agree. Why wait? You proposed to him. Bunch of people wanting a reading today. So let's see what we can do for the energies. So Hannah, we're going to ask what kind of energies you need in your space to have the space available for this soulmate
To appear.
appear. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that wasn't a card jumping. That was me dropping the whole deck, you guys. Oh my. And I'm using my own deck. This is not the deck I want to be reading with, but too late. All right, I got the Hierophant as the first card, followed by the Universe. I'm using the Toth, Crowley Toth, you guys. Ooh. Oh, okay. So this is fun. I got a Hierophant, the world, the universe, which is the world in the other decks. And I got the Three of Wands.
Well, that's interesting.
So yeah, so what I'm getting is the universe telling me she's got a wishy-washy idea of who she wants.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
And somebody mentioned in the TikTok that I got a jumper, and I didn't really, but I absentmindedly picked up the top card off of the deck, and I got this. So when she's telling the universe that this is what she wants, but this is what she really wants, the universe is like, well, I don't know what to send you. Which guy do you want? You need to decide. You need to pick. Do you want the guy who's going to be in charge and take care of things and make sure that everything is in place and you don't have to worry about a thing because he is the overall seer and he takes care of everything that you know and love because he's like that? Or do you want the guy who is going to do exactly the same thing, but with what you want as opposed to what he wants? And you really need to clarify that space for the universe. And once you clarify that, the space is there for you. So that's what I'm getting out of my cards. What are you guys getting?
Okay. I guess I'll go next and I'll share my screen with you if I can do that.
Righty.
Let's go back and do this and share screen. All right. So looking at my cards, come on, share. I got, how do you call it? Strength.
Deck. Let me show you guys.
Okay.
Go ahead, do the reading.
Yeah. I've got Strength, I've got the Ten of Wands, and I've got the Magician. And the little card that's sort of in the background saying, this is what you really need to think about. And you have to go into yourself because it is the Hermit. I'm going to put him sideways or put her sideways.
So she fits lovely.
Okay. So again, I'm looking at from the perspective of her, Hannah. Hannah, you have the strength, but you are overwhelmed, and that is part of the problem of your wishy-washiness. You're a magician. You can do whatever you want, but you've got to go within yourself to figure it out.
Here comes Josh.
Good. Okay, so that's the quickie answer to all
Fantastic. Yeah, I like it. So you don't even need law of attraction to have the focusing on
That's right.
cards like I do. That's really cool.
Yeah.
All right. Who's next? Ryan, you ready?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go.
All righty.
I'll tell you my cards after, if that's okay.
Oh, sure. Go for it.
If that's all right. This is practice, good practice.
Sure.
I see that you have a good ability of creating and starting new things for yourself. But your trouble is following through and finishing them up, like completing the process of you start your new relationship or you start your new project or whatever it is outside of your own mind. But you have a difficult time completing that process. So I think
follow through
going forward, and I see that it's that you might have some struggle, overcoming mental things in your mind, thoughts that you're having about the situation that you kind of get a little bit scattered on what do I do? How do I do this? What do I do? But you're going to have a lot of opportunity to overcome that. And then ultimately in the end, if you're able to overcome, get out of your own headspace, get out of your own way and finish what you started, that you're going to attain your attain your goal of passion and your goal of what it is that you really care about deep down.
The
soul.
soulmate comes. Oh, I love that. That's super cool. All
So
right.
first, I did a 3-card spread to strength, weaknesses, and opportunities, and then I pulled the bottom card.
Okay.
I had the 3 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords, and then the bottom card was the 9 of Wands.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Just to let you know, Tina, Joe would also like a reading a little later. And welcome, Joe.
Thank you.
Oh, sure. Well, we'll put Joe on the
Okay.
list right after
Okay,
Deathlight
yeah.
Candy.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just to let you know because I know you're not following the chat.
Oh, I didn't even open it. I'm terrible. I don't even.
I know.
Somebody's got to follow it.
Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, Joe, did you pull any cards for Hannah?
I'm a first timer, so I'm not.
That doesn't
100%.
mean anything. We're not going to let you off the hook here.
You have an option, Joe. So the way we do this, when somebody starts, I gotta restart my camera because it gets messy on me. I still haven't fixed that. When somebody starts it, we want them to start with their base number of cards. So if they start with 3 cards, usually pull out 3 cards, they start. And the rest of us can either pull our own 3 cards or just pull a single card to pull information on there. So you get to choose how you want to read for whoever we're sitting for. The idea is to see what the different cards say and to show each other how the different cards get used to say exactly the same freaking thing.
Okay.
And there's no wrong answers.
And there's no wrong.
This is
Right,
not an
guys.
exam. This is not school. This is learning how to do things.
It's essentially it's impossible to fail.
Oh, look at what she pulls. Look
Oh, that's the soulmate.
King of Swords.
Swords. I like your soulmate. So where I have the 2 different cards. Is that your only card, Joe, or is that what you?
Nope, I've got a few more.
All right. What else you got?
King of Cups.
And a King of Cups.
Lots of
Look
kings.
at that.
Oh,
Right?
Okay,
Oh, that's hilarious. Look at the grin on Katrina's face. She's seeing what I'm
oh, this is too
5
good.
of Pentacles.
Oh, and the 5 of Pentacles.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. That's
Oh my God.
insane. That is
And then-
insane.
That's
Ace of Wands.
And the Ace of Wands. Wow.
good.
Right?
Yeah.
It's too easy. Like I look at these cards and it just screams. If you're not doing a law of attraction, if you are doing a law of attraction, man, you need these cards because they just scream law of attraction at the gate. Totally. All right. So Joe, you have to read your cards. We can look at them and see what they say, but you have to read them. So what do you see? Or what do you feel, I should say, because I prefer that. Oh, hang on, Zizi, you're next. It's only going to be a moment. 4 a.m. where Zizi is, you guys. So
I'm feeling that she's undecisive because everything's up in the air for her right now. She's kind of coming back down to earth, realizing that she needs to open herself up and get out there.
yeah.
And
Yeah, I have that energy here in my universe card. The putting herself out there.
and not to be afraid to expand her outside of her box, I guess.
Did you get something there, Ryan, that you wanted to interject?
That it's funny that the 2 kings are the King of Swords and then the King of Cups. It's what, because it goes exactly with what you were saying. Is that king energy is mastery, is wisdom. You need to shift that masterful, wise focus from your head space to your heart space.
Right. Oh, excellent. Did you catch that, Hannah? That is great energy. Oh,
Katrina,
wow.
do you have something to
Yeah.
add?
I'm going to add and then I'm going to go. So I did the 1 card, focusing more on timing, and I got the star card, And
Oh.
for me, it's like almost like the star of like Bethlehem. So definitely something in December.
Woo!
However, Hannah's
Mhm.
not going to like this answer. Okay. But that would be like a meeting, like meeting someone that you may want to start a relationship with, but the soulmate won't come. And I get like a 3 of Wands for that, like for probably like 3 years, because what's lacking is the internal work. So you
Oh.
Which
mentioned
is
law of
what the other
attraction.
cards were showing.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
easy.
So
Bianca.
you'll meet a whole bunch of different guys that are possibly like different suitors, have somebody that you are interested in pursuing a relationship, but to get the soulmate, exactly like what was just said, is shifting from the head space to the heart space, getting in alignment, doing the work,
Yeah.
the internal work. Otherwise, you're going to attract an energetic equivalent, which is an indecisive guy who's going to leave you high and dry.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. I think
And
we
with
all
that-
agree. Anybody got anything that disagrees with that assessment?
No,
No.
being
And
too
with the star
strong at
cards,
one level.
once you start that process, I see the star kind of as guidance, as not just
Okay.
it's hope. It's
yeah.
hope, but also once you start the work and you follow that path, don't question it. Like once you get out of your
Get to it.
headspace, don't go back into your headspace.
Yeah. You know what?
Just follow it.
Exactly. And in the law of attraction practice, my cards, the store screams like many, many cards in the deck, get into alignment and then ask. Because when you're in alignment, you have clarity. You don't have wishy-washy.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye-bye,
Take
Katrina.
care.
Bye.
See you later.
Tomorrow.
See
Yep.
you later.
care.
Oh, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah.
Yep,
For
yep.
those of you who
Let's
are
hope
live,
it's not going to be pouring rain.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss you guys.
I get paperwork done if it's pouring rain though, so I'm kind of halfway between because I got my show starting on the 2nd of August. So hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, Katrina.
Yeah.
Take care, eh?
We have
Bye-bye.
Zizi.
Safe driving.
Yeah, drive safe. Yeah, I got Zizi holding up, waiting, and I'm not sure they have left or not because they said they're gonna leave right quick. It's 4 a.m. where they are, so we're just gonna
Oy.
wait and see. And while we wait to find out if Zizi's still here, I'm going to explain. Yes, Zizi's still here. Okay, so while you guys shuffle, who would like to lead off? How do you feel about leading, Joe?
She is trying to figure out what you mean.
How do you
I
feel?
have no idea what you're talking about.
How do you feel about being the first reader, Joe? For Zizi, I'll tell you what her
I
question.
can try.
Okay,
Sure.
so Zizi would like to know when they're, if they're, oh, and this is pretty specific. And again, the same, Zizi was here for a conversation about timings earlier, so we don't have to repeat it for their benefit. They want to know if their boyfriend is going to propose tonight. And before I have to say anything, the chat has already said to Zizi, what the hell, dude? It's 21st century. You want the boyfriend to propose? What you waiting for? Go propose yourself. So the question is, will they propose tonight? How do you guys want to answer it? And whoever's reading it first should do the question reframing so that we have the right question to read on. So do you want to go
How
first,
about-
Joe?
Sure.
How about
All right. Okay.
how about
Sorry, Ryan.
I'm sorry. How about if you rephrase it as what you should do if he doesn't propose tonight?
Oh, what do you think, Joe? Is your call? Do you want to? We're looking for energies to change. All right. So you've got a sitter in front of you, Joe, who has said to you, "Is my boyfriend going to propose tonight?" Now we already know that this is a terrible question to ask tarot. So your
Yes and no are terrible questions to begin with.
Well, no, it's a good question. The question is whether
No.
you're capable of answering it well or not. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't even ask it that way. So your task as first reader, Joe, is to, how would you rephrase that question so you'll get a usable answer for our sitter?
Where's the yes and no cards?
In the Lenormand.
That's
I
right.
got
Yep.
See,
the
that kind
4
of
of
question for me.
Cups.
Okay. But
We're-
were you
what was the
using the same
question?
question?
What's the question we're asking, Joe? Hang on, I'm gonna get some coffee while you guys, we get
Okay.
this. What's the question?
Joe, did you change the question or are you working with the
I'm going
question
to go
that,
with, will he do it tonight?
okay,
I think he's humming and hawing about it. Whether he will, basically in the 13th hour, he finally does.
Ooh,
okay.
ooh. Joe has no fear of answering the question as asked. What fun.
Okay.
I like that.
Are you just pulling
Some
one
people
card?
do.
Are you
No, that's
pulling
fine.
just one card or are you pulling
Should
other
I pull
cards?
more?
That's entirely up to you.
That's up
Feel
to
free
you. How
pull
do you
our own
feel
card.
about that?
Like I said, I'm
Does
new
that-
to tarot, so.
You're fine
Doesn't
so
matter.
far. You'll watch how this
Yeah.
works and you will
Oh.
develop your
Yeah,
own
you'll
style
decide.
as we go. And a three of swords, is that?
Yeah. So how does that work with your other card?
This is only my personal feeling, but
But that's okay.
he's waiting till the 13th hour. And then she doesn't know how to answer it because it was kind of like what she was expecting. And he did it because he knew that was what she was expecting.
Oh, that's cool. That's an interesting energy. Very cool. All righty.
And then I got the 3 of Swords. So it's
No, 3 of
That's the
Wands.
three of wands.
figuring out if it's a pro or a con.
Mm,
Even though that's something she wants, she's now figuring out her pros and cons because it was done at the 13th hour.
okay. I like that.
Ultimately, it does work out because they're going to go on their life's journey.
Chariot. Cool.
Okay.
Very neat. Brother, why are you ignoring us? I'm not ignoring you, honey. We're doing the lunch and learn, and you don't know how this works. So for those of you who think I'm ignoring you, in the TikTok, there are several bodies which are disembodied from the TikTok room called Tarot Phenoms, and we are reading tarot cards for the people who are sitting here in the TikTok room. Right now, we are currently reading on behalf of the ZZ. No problem, Grav Drag. Welcome to the club. And we welcome you all to join us. If you would like to sit in the tarot Zoom room with us, you are welcome, but you have to join Tarot Phenoms. And you will find that at tarotphenoms.com. There is a pinned video in my TikToks that will get you there. First time you've been in a club? Well, Gav, if you sign up to join the club, you're in it. And Nasty wants to know if we have a list. Yeah, we're in the process. We just started reading for ZZ, who wants to know if she's going to get her boyfriend proposal tonight. And shame on me for using a she. They want to know. And I have Bianca, Death Like Candy, and Joe on my list at the moment. And when I finish reading for Joe, we will open the list back up. So that's my list at the moment. So ZZ
Ryan?
got the energies. Ryan, you want to bring the energies for ZZ?
Oh, you got the stars behind you, so that's fun.
Yeah, I love the stars.
It's better than a closet door.
Well,
So I kind of rephrased it more so as what's the current energy of the relationship as a whole.
Okay.
So more so approaching it from a standpoint of like, given the current climate of the relationship, is a proposal possible at all, rather than whether or not it's tonight. So I did basically past, present, future,
No,
three card spread, and then again pulled the bottom card. I take it that you've probably been pretty patient and understanding with him so far, and in the present, things are really stable. Things feel good. The world around you is really good, and for the future, I think I don't think he's very sure for himself, but I think that he's trusting his gut feeling on it and just kind of taking the plunge in because it feels right to him. And
Zizi says, yes, I have been true.
yeah, yeah. And I think ultimately it's going to work out. As far as timing goes, I can't say for sure that it would be tonight, but I can tell you for sure that it's on his mind, and he's making plans for you.
Oh, I like it. I like it. I hope Zizi likes that. Mary, you want to go next?
Okay,
sorry.
I'm just,
Hang on. Ryan, are you done? I don't want to jump on your toes here.
Well, did you want to know the cards that I pulled? The
Oh, you
actual
didn't even tell us the
cards?
cards. Yeah, I do want to know
No.
your cards.
I got the Queen of Wands for the past. I got the Four of Pentacles for the present,
No,
which
nice.
which I'm thinking now also means probably that you need to shake up. Things have been really good for a while, but there's too much routine, and you need something new to be excited about as far as your relationship.
Cool.
And then the future card, I got the Fool.
Ah,
Which is why I'm thinking he's probably just following his gut instinct on it and trusting his surroundings, trusting the process and all that. And then the hidden card, trust that it's going to happen. I got the Star.
oh, I like that. Oh,
So
that's great
that
energy.
diamond's coming.
The diamond's coming. If anybody had ever asked me to marry them with a diamond, I would have said no, frankly, unless they're, and I said this to somebody once who said, who
I gave
actually
mine an
did want
emerald.
me to marry them, but I did say no to anyway, but it had nothing to do with the ring. And I said, I don't want a diamond unless it's got a Canadian flag tattooed on it. And guess what? The Canadian diamonds that they make, they etch a Canadian thing on it. So you can tell it's a Canadian diamond. I think that is so cool, by the way. All right. So anyway, sorry. Diamonds coming, Ryan says. All right. Zizi's grinning like a fool over here. Mary, you want to go?
okay, I'm just going to share my cards for those who need to see. And what I have here is the
hang on, let me reverse for you.
The Knight of the Knight of Fish, the Knight of Waters. So he is definitely interested. He's looking and he wants.
Oh, he
but
likes you.
But just he's basically, karma is involved in there in the sense that he's trying to figure out, is this going to be good? Is this not going to be good? Am I here? Am I there? Whatever. And as a result, he feels like that poor person in the Five of Pentacles. What am I doing? Do I need to do this? And he doesn't want to jump and make the decision because that's your Two of Pentacles that is hiding.
Is that the Six of Pentacles there on the third card there, Mary?
No, it's the Five.
Oh, and the extra card at the bottom is the Two.
Yep.
Oh.
So the headspace right now is, I don't know.
How am I going to do this?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing right now. Okay, again, I don't deal with future in a sense that it doesn't seem to be the system that works for me or for the person I'm dealing with. I always work with the energies at the moment. And so if you know this, you know that your patience and what the others were telling you, you basically know how to push in the right direction.
Excellent. Oh, I like that word. I like those words. You hear those words, ZZ? You know how to push in the right direction. So it's like,
because one of the cards when we were talking that sort of, it wasn't a jump or whatever, was both the Fool and the Magician.
And the two together, right? Yeah, the having all of the tools comes up in that position, right?
Yep.
I'm looking at you on the
and like what you said, Mary, about the he's afraid to make a decision. That could also be my Four of Pentacles. If he's afraid.
That's right, because your Four of Pentacles is, it's sort of sitting there.
I got very, very similar energy from that Four of Pentacles in your response as I got from the Four of Cups that Joe got.
Yeah.
Right at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
The solidity of the I'm there energy.
But the Four is so stable that it can be stagnant.
Yeah, right.
But it's not
you
necessarily,
wanna
it can be stagnant, but it's not necessarily it's not necessarily
A
bad
bad
right
thing.
now.
No,
No,
but
it's a
what I'm
comfortable.
saying is
It's
I'm
comfortable.
comfortable in my space. I'm comfortable in this reality. I don't know if I want to, because the next number is 5, which is chaos. If I change things, oh my God, what a mess I'm going to make.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Is anybody else getting the sense that they don't, that you don't want to push too hard, or that
No,
you don't
I'm
want to
not
shake it
getting
up
that. I'm
too
not getting that from
fast?
any of your cards. I'm getting shove yourself off this. As a matter of fact, I'm getting way more. What are you waiting for, woman? Go ask him. I don't think
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
there. He's there. He just
No,
he's got something in his head that's keeping him from wanting it. These pentacles here scream.
which is the justice card,
It's the money
Mhm.
which
thing,
is the
right? He
justice
doesn't think
card.
there's something like he can't afford. That's the concept of not being able to afford a dowry kind of energy. Like, this is 21st century. My cards support everything that you guys read, but my first card, Zizi's gonna like this, is the Virtuous Victory card. This is the 6 of Wands. Girl, this is getting everything you want and then some. All you gotta do is ask for it. And then I got it followed by the 9 of Cups. This is all your joy and bliss being given to you. All you gotta do is ask for it. And then I get the 8 of Pentacles, which is creating
Go.
what you want. All you gotta do is build it, ask for it.
That's right.
I'm getting the sense from
Ask him.
I'm getting the sense from the aspects that involve him, that he's in his own head about it, so he might be unsure
That's
how
right.
you feel about it.
Well, that
Yeah.
would be
Maybe-
Well, this
I'm
is what
Maybe
Yeah.
that's what's
I'm getting
maybe
the
that's
money
what's
is the blockage in his case. I'm getting Mary's cards play it out. And it says
Yep.
to me that he
It's-
thinks the money is the problem. And all she needs to do is say to him, I don't give a shit if we crawl through poverty together for the rest of our days. I want to be and do it with you. And that'll be enough to trigger the
it's a,
thing. But
Yeah.
I don't know if that's enough. Personally, my cards say you ask him. Tell
Yeah.
him he's a fool
because
for not
he's
asking.
he's judging, and he's not judging your space, he's judging his own space, so he's
Oh my
making
God.
assumptions.
Mm.
That's what the judging card is. It's
Yeah.
making assumptions.
Yeah, there you go. So I think that
Talk.
talk, right? So I think that we can, if I resumed what we've put together here, if tradition prevents Zizi from doing the asking, then Zizi should be laying the
Manipulating.
table and manipulating the space to make it easy for him to ask that question.
And that is
there-
something
wait,
women
wait.
were always good at.
New wrench in the works, guys. Zizi says there's a religion issue involved. So same thing, right? Same thing.
Yeah.
Make him aware that the religion shouldn't come into play, that you are this good together, that you're together for 9 years, then you can go together with it forever. This too can be over. What was that, Ryan?
I said that's what Pentacles is as well, is it's your world. It's your
That's right.
I can
your
barely hear you,
reality.
honey.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's your
There
reality.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You manipulate your own reality, whether it's the law of attraction or anything else.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So same thing with the religion.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Zizi says I'm trying all that I can. So my next response, there's try,
And there is two.
and there is try not. All right, try or
And
try
do.
not. There is no try. It's do or do not. There is no try, right? So
Ask him.
yeah, I'm pushy. I would go ask him, and I don't know, hint away. Maybe he isn't your Prince Charming. He feels like a Prince Charming, though. They're good together. Do you guys, anybody see any issue with this partner?
No.
Any
No.
issue? Any reason why these two should not be together based on these cards? Speak now.
No, it's his headspace and her
Yeah.
headspace.
Yes.
He's
Zizi.
full
Oh.
of self-doubt.
Look at this, Zizi. This is carved. This is a ring that a friend of mine carved out of wood. And the beauty about it is if you can figure out what his ring size is based on his gloves, you can figure out what his ring size is. Do it.
We're getting him a
Do
silicon ring to start.
All right. Good luck. Yeah. Death Like Candy says that's it. He is proposing. Everybody's encouraging her to go buy a ring. All right. We are, Bianca has suggested that there's so many people that want a reading from us, and we are on limited time, of course, you guys, that we skip by her. But I'm thinking, I don't think it's fair for Bianca to get skipped just because a whole whack of people
Came later,
right?
No,
Like,
no, no, no.
all right. So Bianca, if you still want the reading, you are on deck, my honey. Zizi has no idea, but she loves the ring. Well, go find one that means something to you that will mean something to him, and ask him like that. Yeah, I don't want to skip.
Yeah.
No, she volunteered for the skipping. Death Like Candy.
He won't care about
You're
the
the
size.
one-
He'll care about the sentiment.
Yeah, exactly. The Death Like Candy's like, no, that's not cool. Don't skip her. And I'm like, Death Like Candy, you're the one that benefits if we skip her. Like, so generous. Anyway, so as long as Bianca is still here, we're gonna, she says, I'm here, give it to me. All right, so here we go, Bianca. Thank you for your generosity. I'm sure everybody appreciates it, but this is our gift to you. Want me to start this one, guys?
Yep.
All right. Did you have a question? Bianca, my darling. Fair policy, I like it. You're welcome, Zizi. She says to you all, thank you so much for, to all the readers, love and light.
Thank you. Same to you.
All right, here we go. I haven't got a question for Bianca yet, you guys. I'm not like I need one. Oh, I got a sun card. I love the sun. Oh, followed by a deuce of, no, it's deuce of cups, 3 of cups. I am using this card again. I don't want this. I don't like this deck. And 5 of swords. This is a chaos card.
You've frozen.
I've frozen?
You'd had.
Oh, I'm unfrozen now. I don't know why it's blinking. TikTok has not. She wants to go to, yes, you should go to school for, she wants to know if she should go to school for real estate. So I got the sun, I got the 3 of cups, and I got the 5 of swords. It is going to, it's going to be probably the most difficult thing you've ever done, Bianca. It is going to be an intellectual challenge like nobody's business. And you should absolutely, based on my personal cards, do nothing but go sign it, pay your tuition fees, and do this. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Anybody else care to add anything?
Okay, I've got the Knight of Pentacles, slow and slow, keep going, but you can do it. You had the 5 of swords. I have the 5 of pentacles. It's going to be tough. And I've got the World.
Oh, that is so cool, right?
The bottom card is decide to work at it because it's the 2 of pentacles.
There you go.
So if you decide, you can do it.
She's scared. She shouldn't be
Of
scared.
course.
She was born. I'm getting the energy of being called to do this. What do you got, Joe?
But that's why she's scared.
Yeah, probably. Well,
Okay.
ego inception aside.
Okay, let me just share the screen just for those who need to see the cards. Come on, share. Okay, so that's what it looks like.
Very pretty.
Okay.
Very pretty. That 5 of Pentacles in that deck screams of wishing and hoping and wanting and needing.
And also the problem of getting out of your comfort zone.
Oh,
I'm petrified
yeah,
because my comfort zone is being challenged.
she's knowing.
And all I got are pentacles.
Yeah, well, knowing Bianca as well as I'm getting less of what you just said about her being intimidated by the challenge, and more so she said, and I say this knowing her these last couple of years that I've gotten to know her through TikTok, but she says that it's up to me to go for it. It's a lot of competition, and I'm getting more of the competition being what is creating the hesitancy, right? And so she supports that. So the hesitancy is there. All right. did you have more, or do we move on to Joe?
No, let's go.
All right, go Joe.
Well,
There.
Five of Pentacles.
Money.
Yeah, but it's a 5.
Yes, because she's on the outside looking in,
That's right.
right?
That's
She
right.
hasn't gone yet. Go ahead.
Yep.
Once again, it's weighing those pros and cons of should I or shouldn't I do it?
Is that the 4 of Cups?
Yep.
Yes. In the end, if you do decide, you're gonna make it. It's gonna all work out for you.
Is that a 7 or an 8?
It's a 7.
The 7,
The
eh? 7 of
7.
Cups.
Yeah.
Ooh, which brings that's my nostalgia card, right? So my question then becomes, how come you haven't done this previously? Why are you just thinking about doing this now? And I'm hoping Bianca's going to type her answer in really quickly so you guys see how that plays. But that's an interesting card to come into there because it adds a whole other dimension to why she's never done this before. What else you got, Joe?
I've got the moon.
Oh,
I'm not sure how to read that.
Okay.
I'm not anything other than she used to work nights.
yeah. Okay. So going from the nostalgia of the first card and then going into the moon like that, the energy goes, you're going right off the bat, you're going from an emotional card into an even more emotional card because it's going from what Mary calls a pendulum into a major life cycle because you're going from a PIP card, which is a single unit card, to a major, right? So it brings her up. It even plays heavily to me to she's wanted to do this for a long time.
That's right. Yeah. And it ends up being a 9 in numerology, which means do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but it also 9 is also research. Look into, find out what you need to.
Yeah. But that's the point. And she's probably been sitting on the fence
for a little while yet.
Yeah, because partly because the idea of doing something that is so out of it in her world,
yes,
it's not only scary, but it's always, I can do this later. I can do this later. I can do this later, which is your 4 of Cups.
Ooh, okay. So Definitely Candy made the comment in the chat. She should have thought of something she should do to go into more money, right? And we see that with the Pentacles everywhere. This is what is part of what is driving it is the desire for more money. Because I can't see, unless she wants to physically own and flip houses, that might be a different thing. But feels to me like there's more money wanting as well. So that plays what Death Like Candy said. She also asked the question, is this a career change? Anybody see that in their cards?
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling. That's why I'm saying this is why she's so hesitant.
Yeah, I am. Okay. And so it's definitely more money. So that's where we're getting the hesitation. She also said, okay, so Bianca says, my fiance says I'm good at talking to people. So that really gave me a push. Sounds to me like she started the process. Anybody feel that in the cards? It's not, she's not committed to it yet because she's so afraid of it. You guys feel that? And my instinct is to tell her to go all in. Treat this like her life depends on it because she was born to do this. Anybody feel different about that advice?
The Knight of Pentacles that I had is about slow plodding and be reasonable. Yes, the money is there. The money will come. Just keep one foot ahead of the other. Keep
you got
moving.
it. Oh, who'd we just lose? We just lost somebody.
Ryan.
He'll be back.
I know.
All right. Oh, Death Like Candy's getting chilies. I get chilies every time I read the card.
Okay.
It's great.
All right, Ryan.
And she expects the classes to be tough. Spirit says go for the moon. Amen. that moon card screams to me. Usually it's like, oh, look at what you don't know about what you got to do. Like dot your I's, crosses. The 5 of Pentacles screams of gathering what you need together. Dot your I's, cross your T's. Who had the Page of Pentacles? No, it's the Knight of Pentacles, right?
It's the Knight.
Okay, watch this. So you guys know how everybody always says, oh, I have so much trouble with court cards. I have zero trouble with court cards as long as I reduce them down to their elements. The fire of earth is like, go after this, get grounded, get what you need in place and do this kind of energy.
Yeah.
Like go after it like a dog on a bone, because it's going to bring you right down to earth and give you money, what you need.
Okay, Ryan had his cards waiting for a while.
Yeah. Oh, Ryan, sorry, we haven't hit you yet. I'm here.
No,
I'm
it's all good.
summarizing. I'm sorry.
No worries, no worries. As far as this situation goes, this is definitely not a matter of intellect or thought process or ability at all. You have all of the confidence in the world in your ability to get through do the work. As far as the actual education goes, it seems like you struggle with a fear of disappointment.
Yeah.
Or failure or something. It's you're afraid of disappointing yourself.
Yes.
Because you don't want to take a shot to your confidence. But as far as opportunities goes, it's all in your control. It's going to be tough to do. It's a struggle to reel it in, but you have all of the ability, confidence, and willpower within you to do it, and all of that is going to lead to ultimately a good change in your reality, a change in your finances, in your world. So try to let go of that fear of disappointment and trust your abilities, because it's there. You know it's there. You just need to believe that it's there. That was it. So first card I had was the Seven of Swords. And then I had the 6 of Cups. And you're mute. Someone's muted. And then the Chariot. And so funny. My bottom card on the deck is that there. Where are you? 5 of Pentacles.
Fantastic. Nothing. Definitely Candy interjects. If you never try, you already failed. Nothing to lose. Nothing to lose but your old reality. She says, with the Chariot, go for it. Full speed ahead, right? And that's the Knight of Pentacles energy. Full speed ahead. Yeah. Right? So yeah, Bianca, good luck. Let us know when you get your real estate license. And definitely Candy, who's reading with us. And then we're going to do Joe, who is in the room. And then when we finish for Joe, we can open it back up if we still have time left. We have an hour left. Yeah. So
we have time.
Right? Did you make fresh coffee? All right. Definitely Candy. Ryan, you want to kick this one off, my dear?
Sure. Does Candy have a question?
Definitely Candy, do you have a question? All right.
Or a situation. Some context.
What do you want us to ask? Bianca says to you guys, thank you all, and thank you, Candy. I'm happy I didn't get skipped. Christopher Dawsa, and those who would like to join the club, check my TikTok videos, go to tarotphenoms.com and join the club. We send out a reminder for the lunch and learn an hour before the class every Wednesday so that you don't forget about it. There you go. What else do I need to tell you guys about joining the club? Hey, all right. So definitely Candy's name is Jana, and she would like advice from Spirit. Jana, do you practice law of attraction, darling? I'm sure I know the answer to this, but we're going to ask anyhow. And Ryan is kicking this puppy off, right? Advice from Spirit. She does practice the LOA. All righty. Here we go. And for those who can't see him, Ryan is very meticulously laying out his cards.
It's meticulously all over my closet room carpet.
That's okay.
Ryan refuses to come out of the closet, you guys.
Literally.
Joke, literally. He's sitting in the closet, so it's not.
I'm literally saying, yeah. Oh, I'm self-conscious of my wife who is home hearing me do all this, all my jazz.
Tell her to
She'll
come in, we'll
tease me.
read for her.
She'll tease me.
Oh, well, tell her
But
to
she's
come in.
allowed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll read for her one of these days.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see what we
So
got.
advice from spirit.
Yes. Advice from spirit for Jana.
I see in the past is action taken to create your world, and right now that reality that you were working for before is now becoming a reality for you. It's whatever it was that you were working towards in the past is now manifesting. It's coming to fruition.
Nice.
And what you need to do now is that I'm seeing is now change your action to instead of focusing on creating your reality, is you need to act on adding your passion to that reality. So you've put the pieces into place. You've put the board out, you've put the pieces on the board, you've put them where you want it to be. You're comfortable with your world now. Now all you got to do is play the game.
Right.
And from doing that, you might see like a change in what you're passionate about, a change in that, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing to see. Is because you created your world. Now you don't want to get stuck in that same situation forever and always. So now that you have your what am I trying to say?
Relax and feel it. Don't get in your head.
Yeah. Now that your actual physical world is in place, now you can start focusing on what your heart wants.
That's it.
And that's what spirit is telling you to do is start acting on your passions in order to change in order to add oomph to your reality now.
All right. Oh, I can't wait to hear what your cards are, dude.
Okay,
wait, before you read the cards, I got to tell you what Death Like Candy said. You gave her butterflies, by the way, and
good.
She commented 444, the angel number 444, right?
Okay.
And she said, "Yes, play the game, LOL." And then she said, "I think so. I'm adding my art and live if things to the empty room I've created."
Yes.
And
Yep,
for those of you
100%.
waiting, I have, when we finish with Jana here, who is just like candy on your eyeballs, when we finish with her, we're going to read for Joe, who's in the Zoom room, and then I'm going to open up the list again. So stick around, more reads will happen, but we're going to finish these two first. So there you go. Sorry, and back to Ryan with the reading. Oh, Death Like Candy says, "I've created a reality and it's a bit empty of what I want to do daily." Do you practice law of attraction, Ryan?
Not on purpose, but it happens.
This is going to be tricky because you guys are going to get to learn law of attraction through sideways, just through the way that my cards are seeing what you're pushing this woman to do. I really can't wait to hear what your cards are, because you speak law of attraction out of those cards like nobody's business, just so you know. That's why I asked if you practice it. All right. So we want to fill that empty hole for her. Can you fill that empty hole for her out of her cards? What does she need to do daily based on those cards?
Choose you need to, it seems like you have a lot of passions in different places. And you mentioned artwork, maybe different mediums that you have that you use to express that art in. I think on a daily basis and I find this so interesting, is pick one of those things and throw yourself into it wholeheartedly.
Yep.
And that, it doesn't have to be the exact same thing every day, but each
right.
day pick one thing and do that. And then the next day, if you're still feeling that one
Yep.
thing, do that. If you're
Okay.
if you're feeling a different thing, do that. Because so do you want to know the cards now?
I do. I want to know which part told you focus.
Well, a lot of knights. I got 2 knights,
Oh,
which
that's
I see the knights as action, as
That's right.
doing.
Yeah.
And the first card, so I did past, present, future, 3 cards.
Yep.
Past was the Knight of Pentacles, which is creating your reality.
Yeah, she's done that. Yeah.
Taking actions to make your situation right now. And the present is the Ace of Pentacles, meaning what you've worked for is now here and you can
She's got
see
it.
it
She's nailed it.
and it's there.
Yeah. Go on.
But what do you do? But what do you need to do after what you've worked for your reality is there? You have your house. Now you need to fill it, right? So in the future card, I got the Knight of Wands, which in the, I'm using the Marseille
Fire,
deck. So
fire.
in the Marseille deck, he's holding his wand, but he's staring at it. And then my hidden card was the Two of Wands, which that leads me, if I'm looking at the Knight of Wands and the Two of Wands together, the Knight of Wands picked one. He was like, here's this choice of 2 or more things that I can do. He picked one and now he's rolling with it.
Yeah. I like it. I love it. So you got the Fire of Fire telling her to put more effort and energy into the one that makes the most money, or the one that makes the most spirit. It doesn't even matter about the money. Do you have Pentacles in there at all? Just the Knight, eh? The Knight and the Ace, right?
The Knight and the Ace of Pentacles, and then 2 wands. I had 2 Pentacles, 2 wands. So what you've done now is you've made your earthly, like, the practical, you focused on the practical. Now you need to focus on the passion that's needed to drive the practical.
The spiritual, very rare. She says you're partly medium, darling.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you.
And she also says that's very rare. And she's punched in the number 2222. The balance of the energy that she is professing to me as a sitter here actually carries through. She knows where she is, right? She knows what she's built, and that I've got ego inception blocking her, right? Do you feel the blockage? Do you see the blockage in your cards?
I see a
What's the block?
Too many ideas.
It's choosing which idea to go forward with.
You know.
Everything else has been technique. Now you need to focus on expression.
I feel that. Okay.
Okay.
Mary, you want to go
Yep.
next?
Okay, I'll just share my screen with you
All
guys.
right. We can get you Mary's
And-
screen here, guys.
So
Huh,
these
just
are
like
the
Candy.
cards.
You'll want this information, guys. Death Like
Okay.
Candy says it is like an idea battle.
Okay. The cards I have is there's a change. It's changing up and down. That's the, how do you call it? Wheel of Fortune card.
Mhm.
Every day will be a change. You know, this is what we said. You have a gazillion ideas coming at you all over the place. That's your 8 of Wands. But again, the Knight of Pentacles is one step at a time. So no matter what, as Ryan said, you have changes. You can do whatever you want. You just have to pick up that pentacle and work at it.
I love that bottom card, though.
And the bottom card is the Fool. But I like this Fool because She's not jumping off the cliff.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, I'm just trying to get there we go. She's got a dog to help her as opposed to the dog yelling and screaming behind her.
Yeah.
She's got everything in her bag. You've got it all.
Yeah.
All you have to do is believe in the change something, whatever it is.
I know what it is. I know.
Okay. And just move with it.
Yeah. You feel that. So she says, guys, this is so spectacular. Yes, lighthearted and joy. Oh my gosh. That 8 of Wands. That's crazy. Dude, that 8 of Wands, for those of you learning this, that is the fire of fire. That card right there. That is the exact equivalent on a molecular level of the Knight of Wands, right? So if you were practicing feeling the way that your cards feel to you, that 8 of Wands right there and the Knight of Wands in any position are always going to feel exactly the same. It's the exact same energy, not a shift of difference either way. All right. And Death Like Candy says, look at the world through a child's eyes and go with the flow.
That's right.
Joe is nodding her head. Joe, I'm going to let you go next.
I have the High Priestess.
Nice. I love that card.
Oh,
Did you want to take pictures, Tina?
Of the no, it's being recorded by YouTube, honey.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
know.
No, I was just making sure.
Yeah,
I'm having
YouTube is
troubles with my
recording.
video. For some reason, it will not stay on.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's why I'm in and out and in and out.
You're winking in and out of reality.
Yes, that's what it is. So the High Priestess, she's looking over you, but it's more or less that you need to look within yourself, maybe at what you at one point did believe in. You've got I've also got the Knight of Swords. You need to find what that is inside you and go forward with it. Straightforward, don't look back type of thing. I've also got the the Page of Cups.
There you go.
Once again, that has to do with your inner child. You're getting excited about looking at yourself going forward. You're getting this burst of energy. Your feelings are not balanced, but they're also not quite in control, but they are. You're kind of wishy-washy on the fence of it all. And I've got the 7 of Swords as your last card. And
7 of Swords.
7 of Swords.
Who else had the 7 of Swords?
I think there was an 8.
There wasn't.
There was an 8 of Wands.
8 of Wands.
Joe had the Knight of Swords.
I've got a Knight of Swords, yes.
Knight of
That's right.
Swords.
We
Ryan,
had
you
the
didn't have.
seven of
You
we
had
had
a
the
7
7 of Swords on a previous reading.
Oh, it was somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Never mind. Okay. I can't make the connection between somebody else's reading and this one. Go ahead, Joe. Sorry.
Oh, it's no problem. You've got something that you need to be working out, but you think you know where to go forward with it, but you're not 100% sure if somebody's being 100% completely honest with you as you are falling back on your childhood beliefs, I guess.
Okay.
That's about all I kind of get.
I like it. Are you feeling energy in reference to balance or the two fellas in her presence?
I'm feeling that maybe one of them has been around a lot longer, maybe knowing from childhood. And that's maybe why she's looking back at
them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back at them, trying to figure it out. She's also not 100% sure if one is completely being honest with her or not.
I think she knows exactly what you're referring to. And she said yes.
What was the question? I'm sorry, I had stepped away.
One of the two people, she's got I'm trying to scarf down my lunch here. Pardon me for eating on you guys. She's there's two guys in her existence that she's feeling are representative of what you're saying, because she mentioned it. And she's looking for, because she reads cards, she's looking for a two of balance for her balance, which is why I commented on it. Based on what you said, Joe, she said twin flame, or so it seems, but husband is wanting second chance and stable. And then she says, please eat. So I'll let you guys talk and I'll finish eating.
I guess maybe why you guys ended it in the first place, you need to look at that. Is it going to be real or true to you? Or is it something he's scared of going on his own and you're a constant? He knows what he's getting with you, but you need to look within yourself. Is this real or not? Could it be repeated? And that's why you're wish-washing between the two, is because you kind of know what you're going to get with the one, but the other one could be refreshing, new, and making you go forward.
Oh yeah, I got a jumper, guys. You know, she wants me to read it when she throws it halfway across the freaking room. Right? Okay, so Joe, she says, so the second guy is a twin flame from high school guy, and she gets, did somebody get the justice card? She usually gets
Not in this one.
card for him. And she says he's not been talking to her and he has drug court. Husband has a child with her and could work.
What was I'm sorry, what was the question? Who is the person? I stepped away from
We're still reading for Jana. Jana? I wrote her name down. Yeah, Jana, who is definitely Candy. I'm getting mostly about her, what you guys are reading. Mostly what I'm getting is talking about her business. As I hear you guys talking, I hear about her business and how to make her
change.
There's a huge opportunity. Like, I mean, powerful, huge. I'm feeling, I haven't even pulled my own cards yet. So I'm looking for, as other than that jumper. But I'm getting an aspect of lose the procrastination. I got the focus cards from Ryan that say, go all in on this business. Stop thinking about the guys. Stop thinking about anything else. Yeah, there's a whole whack of stuff to do, but you've got to, when you get up in the morning, you get into alignment and you focus on that first. And how do you figure out what on that ridiculous list you've got is your primary thing? You look at it and you go, which one of these things is going to make me the most money, and do that. And a really good business guru that I'm associated with gives this advice. He says, last thing you do before you go to bed, you write down a list of 3 things that you absolutely want to do tomorrow. And when you get up in the morning, you look at those 3, figure out which one of those 3 is going to make you the most money, and you start with it. And ignore anything else. Those are the only 3 things you ever need to do with the 3 most money-making things. So the focus comes to mind, right? Now I got my jumper here, you guys, was a death reversed, which is all about change and transformation and recreation of self and rebirth. And it's very powerful. All right. And when it jumps like this, it screams at me, pay attention, because I don't do jumpers. Like, I mean, and I say that, I don't know if you guys, Joe, Ryan, or Mary even have been on TikTok to see how some of these, what we call baby witches read their tarot cards, but they sit there and they shuffle the cards, and then the cards go flying out like this. And that's how they choose the cards that they're going to read. And I find it quite entertaining. And so I say, I don't do jumpers, but all of their cards jump. And I'm like, that seems a little dramatic for my cards, because I'm a little too pragmatic for that sort of thing. And I really hate chasing cards across the room. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Janice, please stop spamming the chat. I see you. My list is currently closed. We will open it up again in a moment after we've read for Joe, who we haven't started reading for. We're currently reading for Jana. And then you will have a chance to get on that list in the meantime. So we're doing Janice cards right now. No worries, Janice. I know all of the other readers on TikTok have trained you guys to throw your names into the chat, but it doesn't work in this one. So I appreciate it. And for Janice cards, holy crap. She knows where she is. She's bang on. She's bang on. So again, she practices law of attraction. So I'm going to bring her right into the law of attraction, not even talk about the people, places, and things in her existence. Okay. Because this is for me, this is the meat of what a law of attraction person is looking for when they want to hear what my cards are saying. So Jana, I got the 10 of cups. You are so nailing this. You've got the practice of manifestation down. You can get into alignment. This is working. I got the King of Cups here in the middle, and he comes in here because he's representing the male energies that you're thinking about, and the one that you want is the one that's going to best take care of your emotional needs. As far as the law of attraction goes, watch this. The King of Cups is about grounding your wants, needs, and desires so completely that the universe is absolutely clear about what you want. And if it's unclear in any way, shape, or form, you end up looking like an upside down Queen of Cups, because you can't manifest crap if you're not clear about what you want to manifest. So you, as law of attraction, need to get completely into alignment, become your all that in a bag of chips. You guys have heard me use this expression before. And focus 100% on that cup. And the second that your focus comes off of what you want the cup to be, you have disrupted the entire process and have to start all over again. Do you catch that? So the clarity is great. Your clarity is when you're in that zone. Your clarity is bang on. Your mistake is when you get disrupted and you go out of alignment. You got to get back into alignment and start the process over again, always with the clarity. Park everything, put everything into a box before you go to sleep at night. Don't bring anything emotional baggage with you overnight. Do you feel that? When you make a decision, go all in, because the universe reads the wishy-washy, right? She says, I need a decision to be absolute. That's right. And if you can't make an absolute decision, and this is what you're doing, dude, don't make a decision, right? So that's how you're going to bring that in. As far as the fellas go, ask it clearly and feel your way into the answer. You'll know it. And yeah, that 7 of Swords, you guys, I hate that card. I call it the thug card. It is legitimately, for me, out, especially if it's coming out of a Thoth deck, especially, it is really, really about the disruption of stinky thinking. And when it's internalized like this is, hidden secrets, maybe. But go, when you're in alignment, there is nothing hidden. There are no hidden secrets when you're in alignment. You just got to, and it's not just asking it clearly, just like Jana, it is feel it clearly, because that cup is the overall riding target in law of attraction. It is the emotional driver that is the power. They say that it's love that conquers all. It's because the love energy is the most powerful energy in all of the energies that we are capable of manipulating and manifesting with. Okay. She says, right. Good luck. Good luck with that. So yeah, for the 2 guys, I just go with the flow. Who got a 6 of, did somebody get a 6 of Swords?
Not here.
Nobody got a 6 of Swords, eh?
No.
I don't think so.
Only
Looks like
7.
the universe gave it to you.
Yeah. So she's got the stability. She needs to add a disruption, which is focus. And as far as the business goes, it's stop the procrastinating and focus on your money makers. You're gonna make
the
money.
fact that there was a change, or the Wheel of Fortune card.
Yes, right.
Okay,
So,
means that something is changing no matter what. Is it your
Yeah.
head? Is it your heart? Or is it your, but in
yeah.
my case, it was Pentacles.
Yeah.
So it's the exterior, how do you call it, environment that has changed. Something has
Go.
changed.
Yeah. Or wheel
Therefore,
change. It's a go all in the law of attraction thing. The wheel of
Yep.
fortune comes up in that giving me wishy-washy energy. Focus, focus, focus. Please.
yeah,
Focus.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And this is why the disruption right now, because there is that energy of change.
There you go. Fantastic. She says, thank you guys so completely. I hope this helps. Nasty. How many people right now? We have Joe left on the list. We're going to read for Joe right now. And Joe, do you want to start with your own cards, or you just want to sit back and watch what we pull for you?
Sit back and watch.
Chicken. All right.
Okay. Do you have a context of any kind?
Just like everybody else, love and money.
Love and money. There you go. Yeah. All right, Mary, you start this one off for us, please.
Okay, give me a minute to shuffle and share my screen and whatever, because it's more fun to share the cards.
You, darling. Yes. All right, I'm gonna get this so you can see her cards.
Okay, let's go pull one. Let's go pull
One of
two.
these days I'll be able to do this pretty quickly. Oh, you haven't showed the cards yet.
No, because I have to choose the cards.
Well, while you choose the cards, for those of you watching this on TikTok, you can also follow along, as you can see, on YouTube or on in the Zoom room. You have to be a member of Tarot Phenoms to receive the invite to the Zoom room.
Okay.
And that's where we get the ability to speak. And oh, I didn't tell you guys, I found a brand manager specialist who's going to work with me on figuring out how to get this out there so that it gets the publicity and the sharing that it requires. So
sounds like fun.
Yeah, so I'm going to start with her towards the middle end of August after I get back from Quebec City. All right, here's Mary's cards, darling.
Okay, so what's interesting is the strength card came up first, which is cool. And then there's the Two of Cups, which is always a decision. And the Magician came up, which is really like strong cards in both ways. You've got the strength and you've got the magic. So whatever it is, the middle card is telling you there's a choice, but a choice of emotion. But the problem is the hiding part, the part that's in your head, the worry part, is the Three of Swords. Okay, so something is bothering you about your choice or about the choice you might have to make, even in spite of the fact that you are strong with it and you've got everything you need. The choice is disturbing you greatly. Well, that's what I see quickly. Any comments?
Join. Yeah. Any comments there, Joe?
I'm thinking I know what this is in relation to.
All right.
I've been a strong child since birth.
All right. On the website you sent, you have to, alrighty. All right. Well, I'll check. If you didn't receive a request, an invitation, Kalela, I will check that when I finish the session at noon today. Oh, no, at 2 today. I've forgotten what day it is. No. All right. We'll get into that. All right. Sorry about that. So I've interrupted Joe's reading. Ryan.
Sure. All right. I did two. So you asked for love and money. I did 2 3-card spreads for each of those.
Oh no, not a problem. Not a problem.
First one's for love. Second one is for money.
Oh, that's a fun way to do it.
Yeah, it's the way that made the most sense to me.
Engineer.
Yes. So I'm seeing your.
Oh. Feel your
You're
way
good at-
through them, Ryan.
you're good at pushing your way through your thought space when it comes to love. Probably maybe thinking more about it from an intellectual standpoint of actual ways you can go about finding it or having it. But I think that you might have a bit of a struggle thinking that you deserve it,
Mm.
or
Oh, that's
being clear on it, or maybe even being clear on it exactly what you want. And because you don't know exactly what you want, you feel like you haven't earned it in some kind of way.
Oh my gosh, can't wait to hear what your cards are, darling.
But you're gonna you're gonna have opportunity going forward to have to be patient and more compassionate with yourself. I see it, and with the world around you. And in doing so, you'll end up being able to kind of steady the boat on your passions and your desires, so that you can because once, like, I mean, if you're in the boat and the water is all choppy and everything else, you can't see what's under the surface of the water. But if you study the boat and you let the waters kind of clear up around you, then you'll be able to see exactly what it is that you really want.
Hey, Brenda.
So my advice would be is to treat yourself more kindly, and if you haven't found that level of love in whatever way that is, it could be friendship, that could be relationships, that could be familial, on whatever it is, that's not your fault. That's no fault of yours, and you absolutely do deserve to have whatever it is that you want, because we all do.
Yep. Great.
Um,
What cards did you get for that?
I had the 8 of Swords first
Oh,
for
okay.
the strengths, and I always see 8s. Like I said, I've been following Vincent Petisci's stuff, and he always sees the 8s, and it makes a lot of sense to me as issues of advancement,
Mm-hmm.
of
It's a
of
fire.
forward
8s are
movement,
fire. Yeah.
And swords, as the thought. So that's why, and strength, weaknesses, opportunities. So I think that that method of thinking your way through something like love, which shouldn't be really a thought process, is both helpful and hindering you. And then the second card that I got was the Sun, which I see is clarity, is joy, is happiness, and all of that. And when I see that in the position of quote unquote weaknesses, that's where I see that you're not treating yourself like you deserve that joy and that that clarity of understanding about yourself. And then the third card I got was the Queen of Wands, which
Nice.
Queens to me are they're patient, they're kind, they're empathetic, and if not empathetic, at least sympathetic. And I see that in the opportunities as you being able to provide that queen-like energy back towards yourself. And then the hidden card that I got for that pile was the Four of Wands, which I see as stabilizing your passions and sort of, I get the feeling that, I mean, that this background I've got isn't going to let you really see it, but you kind of, your emotions and your passions maybe go up and down, like a bit of like super joy, and then the exact opposite of all that. And I think if you go forward, giving yourself room to be, that'll stabilize, and then you'll have more clarity and and realize that you do deserve that love and that joy,
It's
that
the deserving.
that
Yeah.
everybody's looking for. So that was the love 3-card spread.
Oh my God. That wasn't even the money. See, I did both.
No,
Cards.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I'll
that's
go quicker
okay.
with the next one.
Yeah, you pulled
Money.
many cards in my mind. Go ahead.
For the money, I see
Thank you, Nasty.
you're really good at creating a you're really good at creating an emotional attachment to whatever it is that you're doing in order to gain that money. So it seems like you put a lot of heart into whatever it is that you're doing to make a living, just like anybody else. So I get the sense that for you making a living, you really want to love what you're doing and not just care about what you're getting out of it. I think that there might be a lack of guidance or lack of a lack of process to get there. So you've got the love of what you're doing. You lack the guidance and the instruction to make that a reality.
Is it possible that she's refusing to accept it as a possibility, that she hasn't
Yes.
grasped that it is one? Do you feel that?
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Actually, that makes more sense. Like perhaps there's been outward offerings of helping you to do that, and you either haven't seen it or you haven't accepted it, that kind of thing. But you're going to have opportunities to look inward and soul search to be able to know exactly what it is that's being offered to you in order to do that. And that's going to lead you to being able to take, heartfelt action towards your goals. The money one was a little more of a struggle.
Yeah, no, you did great. All right. So I followed your suit there, Ryan, and I did there is no way I would pull this many cards in front of a sitter. I can get all of this out of these 3 cards. I don't need the second batch. So I pulled the first batch for love and the second batch are for money, and they both say the same thing, which is fun. Same energy, different day. All right, for those of those sitting here reading, we're going till 2 o'clock. Joe is going to finish as soon as I finish with Joe here. We're going to open up the reading, and I'm going to do this. I have to do this one by one because we're finished at 2. And unfortunately, I cannot stay late today, in spite of the fact that my notes said I was leaving early, or going to be late. I meant it the other way around, that I couldn't stay late. So I wrote that wrong. But there you go. All right. So don't tell me that you want a reading just yet. Just hang in there, and we'll come back to you guys one at a time after. Okay. So Joe, here's your cards. Do you practice law of attraction, by the way, Joe?
Yes.
You do, eh? Okay, so watch this. So it says 6 of spades. 6 of swords is really literally go with the flow, right? Get into alignment. This is your only job in your existence. You want to practice law of attraction. This is job 1. If you do not know how to get into alignment, you cannot actively practice law of attraction, because you don't know where you're going. All right. That's step one. And in order to get into alignment, you have to know what you want. Okay. And in order to know what you want, you got to know what you don't want. There's a famous spirit reader who started law of attraction many, many years ago, who says that when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. And so this is key, right? And then I get it followed by the 3rd card in my section, which is the Magician, which tells me, Joe, you got it. You know how to do this. You know how to get into alignment. You know how to nail this down. You know how to do this. But the card in the middle is the 9 of Cups. And of course, this is the manifestation card in this spread. It's the 9 of Cups, and it's upside down because you keep interrupting your flow, right? You get into the wish, something happens, you fall out of alignment, and then your stinky thinking kicks in and you've reset the clock. So you've got to go back to the beginning. So you've got to practice, 1, staying in alignment. That's the only practice anybody working law of attraction really needs to do. That is get in alignment. That's 1. 2, once you're in alignment, you tell the universe with absolute clarity, and you have to feel your way into this clarity, guys. It's not something that you think about. It's something you feel. Once you feel it into clarity, the universe will allow it to play. But the second you stop the process, you're going to reset the clock. So this is where the allowance comes into play. Do you feel that, Joe?
Yes.
Okay. So now we're going to go on to the money, because it's the exact same thing. Oh, we were talking about love. So the universe knows who you want, and the universe has got this dude coming, and oh my God, I like him lots. I married one of him. Okay. And he's coming. You just got to allow it. Do you feel that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So just keep practicing the alignment and avoiding the stinky thinking. And then I get these cards for the money, and the exact same cards. Go with the flow, get in alignment. Do you feel that? Watch this. Fire of emotion. If you want to manifest something, you've got to know exactly what you want with clarity. Feel that?
Mm. Okay.
Ace of Pentacles. Everything you have to make that money right in front of you. All you got to do is go after it. And the third is the 4 of Cups reversed. You can't get it when you're not in alignment.
Okay.
Feel it? Your job, my friend, as a practitioner of law of attraction, is to get in alignment. The universe will do everything else. Okay. And little indication for the allowance issue, because that's very often, especially with you, this is your issue. Your issue is allowing it. Once you've set it out to the universe and released it, it's beautiful, but then you get out of alignment and you pull it back. Do you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So part of parking it is while you're in your alignment and you park it, you make your alignment, concretize it so that you won't come back and rethink it. This is why we call it a practice, because it's not something that just happens overnight. All right. You got to really, and you've got to watch for when you're out of alignment. I tell a lot of my students who pay me to teach them to nail down their law of attraction like this, or any magical practice, by the way. You really need to be aware of when you are not in alignment. And the only way to practice that is to set a clock every hour on the hour with an alarm and go, am I in alignment? And if you're not in alignment, stop whatever you're doing and get in alignment. And I tell business people, everybody still listening, who we've been talking about making money off of your businesses, same advice. Do not sit down to do work unless you are in alignment, because you're going to do crap work when you're not in alignment. Do you get this?
Mm-hmm.
That focus is everything. Use the 3 money makers. Itemize. If you've got a 5,000 item list, to-do list, like I do, you go through the list once a week and you pull the top money makers right up to the top, and you keep them there until they get done. I have right now a client of mine who owns a website that I right now owe an invoice for $199, but it's smaller money to be made than the other 3 things above that on the list. So I haven't billed her yet. Am I stupid? I don't know, but always go after your biggest money first. All right.
Okay.
So that's like that. Does that help, Joe, with your practice?
Somewhat, yes.
Okay. And you'll see it doesn't matter. The first 3 cards, you don't have to, Ryan, you don't have to go to another set of cards. You can pull 3 cards for anybody. You don't ever have to go to the whole rest of the deck unless you yourself are confused and want to pull it in a little more. Okay. Because these 3 energies right here will manifest in every aspect of the sitter's life.
I wonder if that's why the second set of 3 cards I had, I struggled with a little bit more.
Possibly.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, because you
Too much.
The cards sitting there kind of going, you just asked me that question, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had to tell my cards, I'm going to ask you this question twice, but this is for love and this is for money. And I need you to show the focus that it's going to be the same thing, only different. And that's the point of this lunch and learn, you guys, right? Because the more times when I can look at a 8 of Wands and see the exact same energy as a Knight of Wands or a Sun, or what else is a fire in the deck? right? When you can bring every single one of those cards in the deck down to its natural, complete element, we're talking quantum physics happening here, guys. You become, you manifest the powers, the energies that are there to your whim. I like to tell Greg that when I get this whole thing all figured out and I'm really, really good at this manifestation, I'm gonna be able to walk through walls. I will never probably be able to walk through walls, primarily because I actually don't believe it's possible. Maybe
Well, that's the whole problem.
Right now, it's not going to happen, right? Because my pointy little head is like, "Are you stupid? That's not going to happen." But my spirit self knows that this could happen.
Tibetan monks do it.
Yeah, but, right, Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh, who was one of the weirded out gurus that set me on energetic pathway with their teachings. When he would walk into a room, his presence was preceded by the smell of roses. Okay. And it didn't matter where you were. He'd be, and people were like, "Oh, yeah, no, he's pumping it in the scent. The guys are walking through and they're spraying perfumes." Didn't matter. He'd be alone in the middle of nowhere, walk into an outdoor space. And before he entered, everybody in that space would smell roses. It was the wildest thing. And the man was chased out of the United States, partly because his lead brand marketer, if you will, which is probably what she would be called today, was a total, is the word ripoff artist allowed from what I hear? Anyway, he was chased out of the United States as a charlatan.
But then anybody who does not fit into the mold gets to be a charlatan. You can think of a lot of energetic, how do you call them, practitioners that know a lot more than the regular, and oh no, they're just,
Yeah, but that's, I mean, it's however you look at it, however you feel it, it's going to be a practice in either way, because we're not in our full completion. We are splintered from our perfection, right? Feel that? Kind of cool. It is 1:44 p.m. somewhere. I have 15 minutes left. All right, you guys. Triva's comment there is the last one. I got Lisa Johnson, who has been told that she can have a reading. So we're going to do this one for her. And if we can do this quick enough, we might be able to get one more in before 2 o'clock, but I really don't think it's going to happen. So we're going to start with Lisa Johnson.
Context.
And yeah, so
context.
Do we have a context to Lisa? I don't have a context, so I'm going to start and I'll tell you what it is as she types it in. I got a 3 of Wands, I got the World, and I got the Wheel of Fortune, but the Wheel of Fortune is reversed, guys. So there's something, do you practice law of attraction, Lisa? I hope so. This is so easy. All right, Kaylee, I got to write your name down before you disappear. Make sure I get that note to, okay, smiles. TikTok is very particular about okay, she doesn't practice law of attraction. Good, it makes it much easier. All right, so the 3 of Wands is about the energies of the universe working with you working with them. You are all in perfect harmony and you are working on this. Usually I get the 3 of Wands when somebody's working on a business or a project that's very energetically inspired, in the sense that it is really truly coming from the universe, followed by the World card. It's like all of these energies are coming together and coalescing into a complete space that's really opening up big doors, big windows to going forward. And then I get the Wheel of Fortune, which is like, all you got to do is relax into it, and amazing stuff like this like reeks of the winning the lottery card when it's sitting here next to these first two, except it's upside down. And when I get an upside down card, you guys, it's because my sitter is in their head. And whatever this wonderful thing that is the luckiest, most what's the word I'm looking for? Kismet, fate, inspired. This is like, just relax into this and let this happen. Do this, whatever this is, Lisa. you have to relax into it. And until you relax into it, you're going to stuck feeling like you're kind of spinning your wheels. Why are you spinning your wheels? So that's my question to her. She has not typed anything in here for context, you guys. So I am not sure what to do with that. And hopefully she's going to give us a response to why does she feel like she's spinning her wheel. So you guys see how I come to those cards, that reading? And no context yet. Mary, Ryan, do you want to jump in? I still have no context.
Mary can go.
Mary can go. Hang on a second. Mary's trying to figure out. There we are. Okay. I'm sharing my screen. And what I did get are two wand, one wand card anyway, for sure. The bottom one is the hidden thing coming at her. What's interesting is two queens.
Two queens.
The Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups.
Ouch. Yep.
Okay. And then I have the Magician.
Nice.
So it's a lot of energy coming in.
Mm-hmm.
She's in control of her energies because
Yep.
she's the queen. And the king says, sit on it and do it.
What is that? That's the King of Wands?
Yep.
Okay. So, all right. So the spinning the wheels, she says, like, stop thinking negatively about my son's struggle. So do you see the sun in there? The sun can't be the king. The king is the solidity of the wands, right? So where's the sun there?
Okay.
Where
What
do you see the sun?
I'm not seeing the sun. I'm seeing her headspace, if you want.
Mhm.
She's got the passion. She's got the
thankful.
energy. She can do a lot for her son.
Yeah.
There's the love and there's the passion. And she's the magician.
Oh, thank you, Bulletproof. She, the mom is the magician.
That's right.
The mom holds the cards in this kid situation.
That's right.
Based on what you're
That's right.
looking at. Okay.
That's what I'm seeing. And it's just trying to solidify all those things that she is capable of doing. A magician can do anything, but he's got to set his mind to do it.
Oh, I don't know if we're going to have time, Allison, unfortunately. All right. Where? Okay. So the Page of Wands then. I'm looking for.
It's the Queen of Wands that I have.
Oh, it's a queen. Oh, that's even.
I've got two queens.
I got two queens.
And a king and the magician.
So we get the Cup of Cups, we get the Cup of Fire. So it's all emotional. This is all emotional.
That's right.
Right?
That's
you
right.
feel that looking at the cards, you guys, and the king being the Earth of Wands. So watch this. So taking the people out of the equation with Mary's cards, right? And I like focusing on the court cards because they are so hard for people to grasp when you drop them down to the energy like that. You've got the cup, the desire for the positive energy for the sun. You've got the desire for the positive emotion for the sun. And then you've got the king making it real or the king pulling the making of the two queens are the catalyst. Do you see that, you guys? They are catalysts. They are the ones that make the energies real. So in order for the sun, something just blinked off and I don't know what it was, you guys.
Oh, it's my share screen.
Oh, okay, good. I was thinking YouTube just shut down on us. I don't know.
No.
No, it's your share screen. Okay, so where was I? So the queens. So I need to put the share screen back up. I need to see the queens to.
Okay.
I'm reading them.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I want to pull that energy though, so it's super cool. Oh my God, we're not going to believe this, but her candle just came on showing her light. That's hilarious. I love that. She's instead of feeling powerless, she should think powerfully. Okay, exactly right. So so what happens is the queens are making your wants and your desires for your son what you want for him. Those energies are very real in the queen. You want to make those real. You can make them real for him. You have all the tools. The problem is that that's his energy, not your energy. So you have to do it in such a way as you can do it without even having a conversation with him. You don't even need him in the room. The King of Wands is that you need to take all of those energies that Mary just described and focus them on your boy in such a way so that he has the space himself to be that King of Wands. Do you feel that? Is that,
Yep.
Is that I'm feeling your cards that way? And
Yep.
that is where the allow the boy to spin his old goddamn wheel comes from. That's why I'm getting the reverse wheel of fortune here. Do you get that, Lisa? All righty. Who's next? Who did we miss? Who's in there? Ryan, did you go yet?
I did not.
Oh, thank you, Allison. Likes my hair.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm struggling with this one.
Oh, good. We like struggles. Struggles are going to be fun to work.
So the context had something to do with her son?
Yes. Yeah, how she feels about the struggles that her son is going through. She has not specified these struggles, but they're obvious in my cards. And I might add that my 3 of Wands says that the struggles are part of his life challenge.
Yep.
His own life challenge. Yeah.
So I'm seeing this as this. She's not having any trouble seeing the clear choice.
He's making poor choices, you mean?
He's either making poor choices or she knows which. She's got clarity on which choices he should be making.
Yeah, she's typed into the chat that he is self-destructive.
Okay, all right. And it's funny that you got the world card in the middle as well,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've got here is the
Nice.
world card.
So
And for me, that's
healing for her here. Yeah.
in that context, since I did, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities again. The world in the weaknesses
Well, thank you,
is
Sam.
because I don't ever see the world as being a weakness. It's more so.
Okay, we can focus
Here.
on that. All right, so let's focus on the idea of the world as a weak card, because it almost always comes up as being a positive card, right? It's not negative, and neither of these two cards on either side of it are coming up as negative cards. They're positive cards, right?
I got 2 of Swords and then the King of Swords to the right of it.
So these are
I'm
they're
seeing
in your head cards, but watch the world as a negative card, because the swords are going to bring it into the headspace, right? They're coming
I'm
out.
seeing the world as a negative card more so
Yes.
as this choice, not so much the world itself, her world. I see it more as its defenses are down, like it's
Yes.
being threatened. So the world
It's
itself
overwhelmed.
Yes.
It's overwhelmed.
Yes, you got it. Nailed it. Well done. Well done. So she types into the, oh no, is this who we're reading for? This is not who we're reading
Lisa.
for. This is Allison types. Oh, thank you for the crown, Sim. I appreciate that. I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to stay while we finish this. She says, to add to that, she says, I don't know if I'm right, but it's almost like his feelings are so overwhelming he become destructive, which is what Mary just said. And as you were reading that, Ryan, my thought was that he is so overwhelmed, he needs to learn how to find his balance so that he can stay in balance so that he doesn't become overwhelmed. So it's like his power is in learning how to prevent the overwhelm in spite of the world challenges, because they aren't going away.
I'm seeing these 2 swords as being like overwhelmed. Yeah, but I'm seeing that as him focusing too much on trying to logically and from a place of reason and logic control everything.
Yep.
But she is the magician to a great degree too.
Yes. And
so she has to learn how to help him. She's the catalyst, 2 queens. She has to help him without being overt.
And to help him find what he wants and
That's right.
desires and needs for his existence peacefully, calmly, and collectedly, without putting herself into the space, right?
That's right. Yeah.
I got these.
She's got to be subtle about what she's doing.
I see her as the world dancer.
Yes.
In the card. And the world dancer doesn't tell you what to do. The world dancer shows you what to do by doing it.
The world dancer opens the space for you to be everything in her space.
Yeah.
Do you feel that? It's making space for the other energies. It's pulling yourself out of the equation.
If you want to call it anything, using the law of attraction, you are the world attracting. So you want him to attract to you or to your energies that are quiet.
More so we want her helping him learn how to attract.
But that's what I mean. But you cannot do that by telling.
No.
Or by doing it for him.
That's right.
Right. You can't ground. So that's where my cards come with the Three of Wands going in. You can help him figure out how to do this himself, help him find the whatever meditation process it takes for him to learn how to get that grounding. There's where you're sharing. That's where the two queens that Mary had here, pull this energy into here, Lisa. And then this one is you helping him open those doors up. Here's the negative energy that you were reading off this world card, Ryan, because the world is the problem. The world is what is overwhelming him. The world is himself. He does not have himself grounded enough to walk through this space comfortably, and mom has to help him find that energy. Do you see that? Feel that, I should say.
And mom cannot be straight out and say, this is what you need to do.
Yeah, Lisa's bang on. Lisa's on board. She totally agrees with all of us. Joe, did you have something to add, honey?
Actually, no, I've got the Ace of Cups. So I believe that falls right into what you're speaking about. 10 of Cups. Again, I believe it's falling right into that. I have the Four of Swords. So
relax.
Don't do it when you gotta do it. Relax.
So it is going to eventually work out in the end. It's just going to take time.
Yep.
And she's got to be more of a supporter than a teller.
Oh,
that's right.
Yes, it's a supporter rather than a teller. You feel that? That's a great sentence to come out of those cards.
And then I've got the 10 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles.
Nice.
So.
Oh, that's healing. That's healing.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
That's healing. See, I get a King of Pentacles like that, right? So I'm getting the Earth here, except we're talking about her working with her son so that he can live in a healthy space. That King of Pentacles screams. I was just talking about opening the space up to leave the space for his spirit. That's the King of Pentacles right there.
Yes.
Yeah. Very cool.
It's coming. It's going to take a little work, but
yeah,
on both parts, I guess.
Yeah, because she's got to create the space in which he can do the practice that's going to give him the balance and healing, so he doesn't get overwhelmed, right, by what he's got to deal with. And she does so by removing. Do you feel the emptiness of her being in that space?
Yeah, so she could do the suggestion, and he has to choose whether or not to follow through on that.
Right.
But you can't force him, or it's going to backfire.
Yes, exactly. So he needs self-motivation, right?
Right.
Do you feel that? Do you see that in your cards too, Mary?
Yep.
Yeah. So back off. Well, yeah, but you're going to back off.
Back off.
I'm going to give you the law of attraction energy for your backing off, because this is key. And you guys look for these words in your cards as you're looking at them. So you need to look at this sun that you are seeing as disrupted and upside down and incomplete and wrong and broken and doing all these horrible things. Stop it. He is perfect. He is complete, and he is doing exactly what his spirit needs him to do. He cannot die. He is not broken, and none of this is going on. So the more you focus
He
on
has
what's
to
wrong
learn.
with your son, you create what is wrong with your son. Do you feel this energy? So it's not just back off. It is back off, leave the space open for him to heal, but give his spirit the power and energy it requires to help him carry that healing. This is his job, not yours. And that's
The other job in this particular relationship is that she's got to learn where to back off. He's teaching her how to be the perfect person that she needs to be.
Yeah, so this is more internal work for her than it has anything to do with him.
That's right.
Lisa said that he's almost died twice though, right? And he's 21. So here's the thing, Lisa, you need to focus on his spirit in its perfection, because when you focus on it in its imperfection, it's going to knock you off your kilter and it's going to disrupt you, which does no honor and no respect to your spirit. Okay. And so that's where the world card comes. If we can open this and pull you into this space and have you sit back and see your son in his completion and in his perfection, in spite of the crap that he's going through, then you can find your own peace. And that's a personal, internal space that has nothing to do with him. Hello, Saul. Welcome. I don't have a visual or a audio yet.
What I was also going to say, this is part of understanding what we do. There is a Hawaiian sort of mantra, if you want, that says, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. That's the shortened version. There is another one that I actually prefer, which is, I apologize for, how do you call it, causing you a lot of harm, or whatever you want to call it. I love you in spite of what is going on. I am not going to look at what is going on. I apologize. And from this moment on, we change the karma that is between us. And I send you love and blessings.
I like that. I like that. And you do it entirely within.
It's definitely within you. You do not say those words to the other person, because you have to heal yourself.
Right? It's you. It is in our spiritual imperfection that we see the other being as imperfect. As creators, we create that imperfection. And so as creators, we can erase that imperfection in spite of the fact that he's still living through it. Do you feel that? And so hopefully that helps.
Well, in one respect, we've chosen this particular relationship.
That's
both people within it are within this relationship because of their personal law of attraction through past energies.
I still have people in TikTok who would love to have a reading, unfortunately, and I adore you guys to pieces. Unfortunately, I am already overtime on my own, and I was supposed to leave right at 2 o'clock, and I got people waiting on me. I'm gonna have to ditch you guys. Kalela, I will send you a message as soon as I log off here. And I want to thank all of you guys for coming in.
Closing down the room?
No, I can leave it open for you guys. This is Saul who's coming in here, guys. This is Nancy out of the TikTok. I can leave this open but you'll only have 45 minutes when I shut down.
Well, it depends on who needs to stay, or we close down. The problem with Saul is that he's on, but he's off. Like,
I'm gonna have to get going. My kid's about to wake up.
Yeah, that's what I figured too. So maybe what we do is shut down, and we're sorry for Saul, who just showed up.
Yeah, well, it's 2 o'clock is closing time.
No, that's fine. No worries. I understand.
Okay.
Glad to hear your voice.
Yeah, it's nice to hear you. If you are on, how do you call it, the meetup, then, you'll hear from us regularly.
And if you're, and guys, you have to use the add me to the mailing list link for the meetup. And
Take care, Ryan.
You won't get
Have
the
fun.
Take care.
Have a
Bye-bye.
great day.
Bye-bye.
Have the little
Thanks.
one and your wife have your wife come in and let us do a reading for her one of these days.
Oh, that'll be fun.
I'll get her next week.
All right, sounds good. I
Sounds
gonna say
perfect.
goodbye to you guys. I'm gonna say goodbye to all my TikTok friends here. We will see
Yep.
you again, hopefully shortly. Those of you who are in Montreal, we invite you to join us
Tomorrow.
tomorrow at Coeur d'Alene shows in Hudson, Quebec. We will be there from 3:30 till 6.
3 till 6:30,
3
depending
till
on
6:30,
whether
depending on the weather. If it's pouring rain, forget about it. We will not be there.
cards are allergic to water.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, definitely come out, check it out. We do this every Wednesday. Oh, we have a class coming up in the future on crystals. I've got somebody talking to that's going to do
Oh,
a
that
class
sounds
on
like fun.
crystals
Oh,
and
nice.
crystals
Yeah.
for divination and stuff, which a lot of what Mary and I affectionately call the baby witches on TikTok are really into like crystals and stuff.
But everybody is. I mean, we even have a store in our little town. How do you call it? On crystals?
does
Actually, two. You know, for 5,000 people, we have 2 stores on crystals. Explain that one to me.
That wing, I'm going to work out whether that class is going to be free or not with the person who's going to be given the crystal class. Because I promise you, if I were able to, on the day when I bring Mary Greer in here, I'm pretty sure we're going to have to pay her for her time. This woman has very valuable time. And as much as I would love it for the world of professional witches to give us their time for free, they do this professionally. And so
Crystal Tarot. Yeah, I've got one like that.
that's a great
I love that.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some too, but I have to find it in my library.
Oh, fantastic. So we've got crystal lovers in the chat as well.
But that comes naturally. Energy.
Yeah, so I'm going to make a new video on TikTok for you guys. Make sure you all get into the right place to sign up for this so that you get the reminder every Wednesday for the Lunch and Learn. If you want to join any of the other Tarot Phenoms things and find out what all they might be, you have to join the meet up. Because that's
right,
where
yeah.
we're going to put them. My 2 morning Qigong and tarot readings, they are up there as well as this one. Yeah, it's because you're on the meetup and you cannot, Allison, you are likely not on the
mailing
cyber.
list.
Yeah, I have a cyber.
Because I haven't seen, like, normally I'll see what's coming up and I'll be able to. I'm usually the one that writes back and say, welcome aboard and we're here.
Yeah,
And, you know, that kind of thing. Because Tina can't do everything.
well, I can, except
No.
the meat suit has limitations, you know.
Well, you know, and some of us are a little easier to get to than others. That's okay.
True. All right.
But-
So I'm going to let you guys go. I've got to
Okay.
get out of here. And thank you all for coming. And I will.
Thank you. And it was nice to hear Saul's voice, if nothing else. And Joe, nice to see you. And
I look forward to
we'll
seeing you.
we'll all see you next
Bye.
week.
Have a great day, you guys.
Yeah.
And,
Take care.
and
Take
the
care.
same for everybody on TikTok.